Assalamualaikum students. Today we will have another topic about slope. Now we have started slope. So first of all, we should know what is slope. Any straight line which, with the exception of the vertical line, can be characterized by its slope. You can say that this is a slope which is actually uh, in between x-axis and y-axis, and it shows the correspondent value on any graph. It would be called slope. Okay, this is slope. Now we will discuss the types of slope. There are actually four types of slope. One is called positive, other is negative, zero, and undefined. So we will discuss all these types step by step. So first we have a positive slope. Look at this, students. This is a positive slope which I had drawn already. uh, Positive slope mean that is you can say directly proportional. If the value of x increase with the value correspondent y increase and vice versa, mean to say if the value of x increase as it is increased, as much y is increased. Okay, so this is called the positive slope, that and it is directly proportional with each other. The both values are correspondent and directly proportional. You know what is directly proportional mean? If one value is increased, the other should be increased. If one value is decreased, other should be decreased. This is called directly proportional. It's a physical term. Okay, now the next is that about the negative slope. This is a shape of negative slope, and here you will see that we have the value, it is dependent, it is called irreversible proportional. It is called inversely proportional, you also can say. This is that when the value of x increase, y become decrease. Okay, this is called the negative slope, which I have written here. The values like this, if this is a value of x, down there value of x is here. So as the value of x is increased, the value of y become decreased, because here the value of x is increased going down. Yeah, like let's, this is a value of x. Okay, and here the value of y become down more. So as x increase, y become decrease. This is called the negative slope. The another example that we have done last lecture, and this we have done already. The other two that we have let the value of x and y is equal to constant k. So this is first value that you should remember, that this is called zero slope. This figure and the graph like this, x is as x increase or decrease, y remains constant. So this is that here you will see that we let y is equal to any constant, any real number, and the value of y is not increase or decrease, but the value of x increases or decreases, but it cannot change the value in total graph. This is called the zero slope. Then fourth one is another important example, that is called the undefined slope. We will also study that undefined slope. What is that? It was our previous lecture as well. It is the two cases we have discussed, that where x is equal to k. In the previous, in zero, the x y is equal to k. Now we have x is equal to k and y is equal to 0. So the diagram, or you can say the graph picture like this, and here you will see that y is remain constant. This is a y-axis. Y-axis is remain constant, but the value of x, here is a x value, maybe any number, so it is increased and decreased top to bottom. So there is no any difference on this graph, is called undefined slope. Now here we have a comparison between the different slope of graph. Okay, so what we have to do, this is the important thing to learn in the last, that is the slopes or steeps mean when two slopes join together in the graph, the two positive you can say positive slopes join together, then they should be compared with each other, because graph actually means to compare the values. So when the two different slopes but positive slopes attached each other, that would be called the steeps. This is the steep, like large one portion will be large and other will be small, like that. You can see that the line of AB, if you see this is the x-axis. Okay, so x-axis portion is small, and if you see this, the difference like this is a steep, this is a let me highlight this point, this is a steep here. Okay, So this is a steep. Okay, so this is what here. And the second position is that we will discuss this thing also, that the when the two negative slopes combine together, the graph would be like this. This is a small steep, so you mean to say small portion here, and the large portion are here. So this is, you will see the compression between these two lines. This is from large negative value, and this is for small negative value. You will see this is a small portion, and from here to here is a large portion. So small value is there and large value is there, so that is called a negative proportional.